Céad Míle Fáilte go léir. To be in Ireland and see all of you rosy-cheeked, beautiful Irish men and women gives me great joy. Ireland is certainly God's country. The beauty and the spirit of the people fill us all with great pride. I'm here to honor one of our greatest directors of all time, John Borman. I have only the best of memories of our times together, great times, friendship and family. And I have witnessed the inspiration he's received and the service that he's given to his beloved Ireland. And I've been fortunate enough to be part of a legacy that he has created and left for future generations to enjoy and admire, and I'm sure the best is yet to come. And we both may light a fire that may burn brightly once we get our minds and hearts around it. My love and heartfelt pride is with you, dear friend, and my love to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Juliette Binoche.
No ego stuff, no power tricks. You surrender to the circle of creation with grace, intelligence, and love. Thank you for helping us with your films. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you. I love you.
And ladies and gentlemen, our very own Brendan Gleeson.
I wrote this down because I wouldn't trust myself not to. As someone who's been lucky enough, as so many others have, to have been mentored by John Boorman, it's really a great joy and an honour to be here to acknowledge and celebrate him and to thank him for what he's brought to the creative arts, not just in this country, but universally. John's commitment to excellence is unwavering. He always reaches for the highest branch. He always takes the risk. He is unforgiving of half measures from himself and from others, as I found out during my shooting of the General when I came off a Harley Davidson at full speed, and he accused me of looking for attention. He burrows and borrows and bludgeons projects into life, money into light, and what light? Beautiful, elegant explorations of the soul, of the imagination. His films are always guided by the highest integrity, the most aspirational intelligence. He is relentless in the honesty of his search and inspires others to apply similar standards. And always there is beauty at the heart of it, and love. He is a great friend and a wonderful man. We have been blessed to have him here for nearly 40 years as one of our own. His contribution to Irish cinema has been fundamental. In fact, it's impossible, really, to imagine an Irish film industry without him. He is both iconic and iconoclastic. He is an artist, and we are very proud of him. So let's just take a look at some of his work.
Sunday, the 3rd of September, 1939. Everyone who is old enough and was there remembers exactly what they were doing at that moment. I had just gunned down a couple of rustlers. And then I slipped back a few centuries, and I was riding through an enchanted forest. The magician Merlin suddenly appeared before me.
You promised me the sword, and you shall have it. But the heel, not the hack.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My dear John, I'm so sorry I cannot be there with you tonight to applaud you and celebrate you with this great award.
John Borman is a great director because his work could only exist in the cinema. It couldn't exist in literature, it couldn't exist in the theatre. There's a tremendous poetry to his cinema, but in essence, he's a cinematic being, and I think that's why his work is great.
John Boorman has been instrumental in maintaining a level of expertise in the Irish film industry, more than anybody else, I think, in the history of Irish filmmaking.
You fellas should be out catching the big criminals instead of bothering those little fellas.
We'll get to you, Cal.
John Borman was the godfather of it. He was the one that got Neil to make movies. He offered to get me to make movies. He showed that films could be made in Ireland.
One night with her. You don't understand, you're not a man. Use the magic. Do it.
I started to think of myself after Excalibur as a screen actor. John Boorman was a brilliant filmmaker, one of the true great filmmakers since the 60s.
I've been a fan of yours for so many years. Your enthusiasm, your passion for the adventure of making a movie, going to wild places. You've always marched to the drum of your own heartbeat.
And I have looked into the face of the force that put the idea in your mind.
You're going to do some praying for me, boy, and you better pray good.
I think Deliverance is one of the most truly cinematic pieces of work ever made. It's got extraordinary unity to it, extraordinary documentary fidelity to that river. The drama could only exist on the screen.
Hello, John. I know you're there in your beloved Ireland. I don't know who introduced you to John Boyd. He claims that he loves you more than I do, but I don't think that's true.
Elias! You're gonna kill us both!
Everybody that's ever worked for you does.
You're a grand fella. Have a wonderful night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Boorman.
Thank you. Thank you for this. I don't know. They got it all. They got it all the wrong way round. It's all those fantastic people who made the films for me. I just told them what to do. And the great pleasure of making films is really the collaborations. And I've been so fortunate to have worked with great cinematographers like Conrad Hall and Vilmos Sigmund and Seamus Deasy, who's here. And Irish crews, and I've taken them around the world, as well as working with them here. They've always done the right thing with me. I apologize to those who I fired. You're all forgiven. And especially, of course, with the actors. And I'm always astonished that people are prepared to get up in front of a camera and expose themselves, their emotions. And I've had a great fortune to work with some of the most extraordinary actors like Lee Marvin and John Voight. And of course, Brandon, we've made 4 or 5 films together. And he's one, he's one of the great actors. He's developed into the most extraordinary talent. And of course, Juliette Binoche, who you know, Juliette, to work with her and to know her is to fall under her spell. Apart from being an astonishing actress and also a beautiful woman, she's also a painter and a poet and just about the perfect woman, you know. She just told me that she's planning to invite all her lovers to a table, to dinner. And I asked her, I said, is it going to be a very big table? She said, no, we're only about 12. And so I said, well, I'd love to come. But unfortunately, I don't qualify. So, well, you know, I've had a great deal of love and friendship in this country that I've lived in for 40 years, and I thank you for treating me so well. Thank you. Thank you.